Good morning. Let's learn about the craft production of Harappans. Harappans were very experts in many crafts like bead making, shell cutting, metalworking, seal making, weight making, etc. Chanhodaro was the main center of craft production. You can see the location of Chanhodaro here. Presently, it's in Pakistan. Harappans enjoyed bead making. For making beads, they used raw materials like stones, metals, shell, terracotta, etc. See the picture of one type of stone they used, carnelian stone. See, two or three stones were pasted together. Some stones had gold caps. Some were decorated by incising or painting, and some had designs etched onto them. Different shapes of beads were collected from that site, like disc shaped, cylindrical, barrel shaped, etc. How do archaeologists identify these centers of craft production? They depend on certain evidences like tools, raw materials, unfinished objects, rejects, waste materials, etc. See the picture of Harappan tool here. Waste objects, unfinished objects, etc. are also evidences. If a shell or a stone is cut to make objects, then pieces of these materials will be discarded as waste at the place of production. Let's see the strategies adopted by Harappans for procuring materials, raw materials, mainly by two ways. One, by establishing settlements. One, by sending expeditions. Table helps us to know the Harappan settlements. Nageshwar Balakot, where shell objects were plenty. Shortugai for getting lapis lazuli. Lothal also was a major settlement, especially for carnelian stone. They might have sent expeditions to certain far off places. K3, one example, for getting copper. Southern part of Rajasthan and northern part of Gujarat for statite. South India for gold. Harappans had trade contact with Oman, Mesopotamia, Persia, and Afghanistan. We have two evidences to prove that there existed trade contact between Harappa and Oman. Chemical analysis shows that Omani copper and Harappan artifacts have traces of nickel that suggests a common origin. Second evidence is that a Harappan jar coated with a thick layer of black clay has been found at Omani sites. There existed trade between Harappa and Mesopotamia. Literary evidences show that Mesopotamians had trade contact with Magan, Dilmun, and Meluha. Magan might be present Oman and Dilman present Bahrain. They used the term Meluha to refer Harappa. They depended Harappan regions for carnelian, lapis lazuli, copper, etc. And Mesopotamian texts refer Meluha as a land of seafarers. Depictions of ships and boats on seals shows that the trade between Mesopotamia and Harappa was through sea. We have archaeological evidences also like Harappan seals, weights, dice, and beads. Harappan seals, weights, dice, and beads excavated from Mesopotamia. So, by two ways, Harappans procured raw materials, one by establishing settlements there, another by sending